Alright.
Okay, let's add the marker down then. I don't know how serious otherwise this one is going to be, but you know, there's some fun stuff that we can do, so let's see what fun stuff we have available to us.
Heads.
It is.
Okay, I will be going first.
Alright. Ooh.
Oh, that might give it away because this is a mulligan.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, I think I know the idea with that. I do not have a mulligan. I think I need to start this. But I'm also going to have to put down more.
That is an unfortunate starter.
I mean... I'm doing a freaking Britney here. Right, we'll take our mulligan. And, yeah, good luck. Yeah, unfortunate starting with a Hooper. We have the Wobbuffet as our starter, so no Shaman shenanigans here.
Fortunately, I think this hand is brick. Can't afford to get out of it.
Oh no.
One second.
Yeah.
Oh, this is painful to get into the game.
Uh-oh. Oh god, yeah. That's quite a lot of nasty stuff having to go. Yeah, Mega Ray. Okay. I figured when I saw Double Dragon and Fire that was going to be a thing.
Trainer's Mail?
Yep. But then even so, it's like, oh boy.
Whiff.
Okay.
Okay, health from...
Pass.
Hello. Yeah, Pepper, I basically almost did a Brittany. I started 5 Pokemon, so I was super close.
I'm fairly sure we're not getting anywhere in this game right now.
I mean, for now, but... Oh, this is super weird, because it's like... That draw has kind of completely changed the whole idea of what I would consider doing with this turn. This is so weird. Because I was initially just going to play like the one main thing I still had in this hand, but now I kind of don't want it. I'm going to Ninja Boy, and we are going to choose the Wobbuffet, because with this it's like, I guess if I don't find anything, or if I don't want to thingy anything, then I just don't have to swap it. But I do have to say what I'm putting in first. So yeah, we're gonna target the Wobbuffet to use the Yu-Gi-Oh term here. Okay, so what on earth are we dealing with out of these pieces? That's going to be the next question. That's a good question, because I'm like, this is one of those decks where it's like, I know most of the stuff, but it's not a straightforward deck list, so I have a hard time remembering half the stuff in this one. And two, pretty sure there's like that is a prize. So there's like 3, that's definitely 1, so that's like 4, 5, 6 down here, okay. Yeah, this is gonna look stupid, but we are going to swap it for Shaman.
Huh.
Doesn't have any restrictions, because my draw for turn was DCE, so...
I mean, this makes sense.
So, just I don't think you're attacking me turn 1 with this stuff here anyway. Yeah, I'm going to Sky Return. I'm going to put this back into hand. It's probably the single dumbest thing I have ever done with Ninja Boy, but I mean...
Yeah, I can't get anywhere with this hand, I'm sorry.
That's okay. My other option was N. That was what I was going to do. I was just going to be like, yeah, I'm just going to N you into the game, but then it's like, I drew DCE, and I was like, well, my one DCE attacker is Shaman, and I was thinking, okay, let's. Okay, so
That's
I missed.
the first time that's happened in testing.
That's fine. It happens to every deck. Okay, so my one miss then was I had teammates in the thing. I missed that, so that's good to know for the future. I forgot that was a miss. You do get the choice, right? So.
I guess I'll go first again.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, not the best start, but at least we can work with this.
Okay. Well, let's see how good it is in the face of the Wob again.
Okay, that's very funny.
I swear I only play one of this.
Trainer's mail?
Yep.
Yeah, I think we take that.
Can you imagine how dumb this game would be if you could just choose your first basic?
Then every deck would just play one Talonflame. Yeah.
Scorched Earth?
I suppose it, yeah, because of the way it's worded. Yep, okay, so discard a fire, draw 2.
We have our Ray.
Yep. Dragon Ray. With the energy,
Double dragon
nice.
energy.
It's pretty good.
Okay, I'm going to show this hand after I do this because it's funny, because that's a lot of Ultra Ball.
I would have considered Ultra Balling 1 and the Sandor away first, personally,
Yeah, I'd probably
but
done the same thing.
I didn't put prizes down. God damn it.
Oh.
I don't know if these are going to be the same, because they often aren't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... I don't know if it's even possible to confirm. They are not the same. This happens all the time. This is what I mean. It happens all the time. Yeah, sorry. I forgot. Whoops.
That's a shame, because this would have been very
yeah, well, that's my bad, so... That happens to me a lot in testing stuff as well, when I go to like a quick game 2 or something. It's like I just forget to put prizes down for one side. It's really annoying. I know, there's a button for it. It's just like... Yeah, that just happens sometimes. Sorry.
Okay, so that is a mulligan.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, puzzles there too. Okay.
I think it's there to get back double dragon energy.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's just like, oh, that's a card we haven't seen yet. Outside of the March deck, I guess. But even then, it didn't get used. Do you want to go first off of this? Because I know I conceded off it, but like, you probably should, yeah.
Trainer's mail?
Because it wasn't like it was because you lost or anything that was the thing with it. It's because I'm a stoop.
Oh, that could be exceptionally funny. Grab that, but I think it's a bit early.
I mean, at least this time you can play Shaman, so, you know, you might be able to get into the game a bit more. Because they didn't start Wobbuffet this time. Not that I totally wouldn't Ninja Boy into it or something like that if it came up, but, you know.
Well, guess I'll grab that because it's a bit too early for double puzzle.
That's fair, yeah.
As funny as that would be. We'll attach a fire energy and N.
Yeah. What's frustrating about that in the last thing is that I don't think I could have like reasonably resolved it because I'm pretty sure I took a mulligan as well. But it's like we were pretty close to the point where it's like I could have resolved that misnomer with the prizes, but I put them back first. And like I've said a few times, just like dumping a hand on top of the deck tends to sink it for some reason. I don't know where it goes, but it's like it's not always on top of the deck again. Physics. So yeah, like physics away. It's probably at the bottom of the deck at that point, but it's like you can't know is the thing.
We'll attach the Spirit Link and pass.
Okay, we will draw. Ha 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 ha. Right. This is a funky old hand over here. Right, we have Pineco, we have Mew, and we have Hooper. So pretty good entourage. I suppose I'm going to float stone the Shaman, considering I don't have Ninja Boy to get out, so we'll do that. And I think I'm also going to have to end here. As much as I would rather not. Gets that. Okay. Not perfect, but not unreasonable. Let's go. Thinking if that's what we want. Might be, but maybe not this turn. Let's put a second Pineco down. I'm going to Rainbow Energy the Hoover here. We'll Float Stone into it and Hyperspace Punch both the Pokemon for 20 damage. Not the greatest, but you know.
Trainer's Wheel?
Yep.
Scorched Earth. Activate Scorched Earth.
Draw 2.
Double Dragon Energy. Hoopa.
Yuck. Yep.
Grab 2. Mega Turbo.
God, yep.
Play his hand. Watch. So. Probably makes sense to Shaman first.
Okay.
And we should probably grab that.
I try.
And we'll be a seeker for Anne.
Okay, okay.
And we'll pass from there because this is a 5 attack.
It's,
a 5
yeah,
energy
it
beast.
takes one more than what you have at the moment. Okay, we will draw. Right, okay. We have a fair bit to look at then, because that's scary. he's a very large man. Also, just one Hydreigon gets this to retreat for free, huh? That's actually kind of good. You'd expect it to be like a free energy retreat or something for just because, right? Okay, we will Ultra Ball, pitching... I think Mew unfortunately has to go here. And we... It's the only card in the discard anyway. I'm gonna pitch Vespiquen. It's probably fine. Okay, so we're... Oh, this is first deck search, isn't it? So, yeah, probably should do that probably. Okay, so the thing it's gonna grab is Fortress. Like, that's just happening. It's just what else is here.
Yep. Grab 8 additional counters that will be
Yeah, you might as well get the counter started. I'll let you in now. You might as well get a second counter set because I'm gonna Devo Spray it as well. So yeah, 2 on everything is gonna happen. Not the best, not necessarily the worst in terms of prizes here. Yeah, so we evolve, we put 10 on everything, we Devo Spray, we go on the second one, put 10 on everything, so that's all the damage counters placed down. We will Bursting Balloon the active.
Yep.
I think I need to put the Spiritomb down now, and last card is N. That's why it didn't matter about the VS Seeker. Because it's like I could have discarded the N, but then it would have just been VS Seeker for N, and it's just an unnecessary action, so I didn't want to. And with that, I now need to decide where the 20s are going, because I can only hit 2. Let's go on Shaman and Ray on the bench for Hyperspace. Hyperspace Punch.
Chat there. Let's see.
I was really worried we weren't going to get a game out of this one with that hand before you end, but...
Touch of Fire Energy. We'll Ultra Ball, discarding. I think in this case it's going to be Mega Turbo and Professor Sycamore.
Okay.
Because we have to get the other part of this.
Yeah.
We'll Lysander in the Shaman.
Yep.
And we will Dragon Ascent for 300.
Yeah, you will. It's any 2 energy discarded 2. Yeah, 2 prizes taken. Well, Mew still got 0 retreat, so we'll go in there as well. Yeah, unfortunate start of thing of starting Shaman, but it is just the way it goes. Alright, we do have another Fortress, so we will Thorn Tempest again here. So 10 spread to everything.
Yeah.
So I'll help out a bit as well. Go 5. This is on 7. This one's on 3. And then everything else is gone as well. Yep, once it does. Okay. Yeah, I'm considering it. That's a lot of damage that's on board at the moment. So we need 180 on this thing. So we've got 150, 80, 90. So we have just enough. It's going to kind of mess up stuff later, but if I can find a rainbow, that's actually a pretty good play. I mean, I need Rainbow and Dimension Valley for it, so it's one of those like good luck moments, but we might get there. I'm gonna play Azelf, I think, down as the other one here. We are going to Level Ball for Pineco. I think that makes the most sense here. We will Ultra Ball it plus Hooper away for the Fortress, because I won't be able to play that either. And then it's a bit painful, but we are going Sycamore, that, and Mew for our 7. Okay, didn't quite get there, but that is fine. We do still have a Psychic Energy, so I can put that down, which is good. Yeah, seems reasonable enough. We can 0 retreat out, and we will Shining Eyes to put 2 damage counters on everything, because you've got damage on all
Can I
the
have a hand
mods.
here, please?
Yeah, we'll get there. This one's on 9. This one's on 5. And you've got that there. The ray is on the right number as well, right? I'm just...
I think so.
Because did we put 2 on the ray at the here as well? Just making sure.
I'm not 100% sure, but if we can put it up if necessary.
I don't. It was on 50 before, but there's been
Okay.
fortresses since then. So I think it's going to be on 90 now.
Right.
Want to be safe and just put it at 90?
I mean, yeah, was on that. Yeah, we had 1 fortress last turn, right?
Yes.
Yes. So it should be on 80 then, I think, because if it was 50 before, Yeah, 1 Fortress puts it at 1, and then the 2 from the Shining Eyes. Okay, sorry for the being it on it. It's hard to keep track of the damage counters when you're doing this kind of deck, so yeah.
No worries. Trainer's Mail?
Yep.
Not what I was looking for, but that's fine. Take.
Sycamore, okay. Yeah, I saw it, don't worry.
Okay, wait, well, I'm going to be going into the discard pile here, so just give me a second.
That's fine.
So,
yep.
Retreat,
Because
Turbo
of-
Blaze.
Yep, because of Dragon Road, we can do that.
Mega Turbo.
Wait,
that's from hand.
wait. Yeah, Turbo Blaze is from hand, not discard.
Oh, is it from? Oh, okay, my bad. No worries.
Yeah, I was reading that
Rethink
earlier
that,
too. I
hang
was
on.
just thinking
No
on it,
worries.
going,
Just need to rethink my turn then.
yeah, we can bring it back in. Is the thing. Yeah.
Mega Turbo. At least one of those in deck if you do that. Yeah, I think I need to see 7 cards here, not 4.
Okay. Reshi still has 0 retreat. You could play the switch first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should play the switch first.
Yeah, just noticing you're discarding one. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
Reshiram still has no retreat because of Dragon Road. So you might as well play the switch now because you've still got your retreat for turn. So if you draw the fire energy, then you don't need another switch.
Oh, that's funny. So we have a turbo.
Fair enough. Is that all 4 of them at this point? It is.
Yes.
Holy crap, that's that's pretty good though. Still 21 cards left in deck, and you've seen all 4 of them. That's nice.
I think at this point I just have to accept if Mew happens, Mew happens.
Yeah, we have played Sycamore at least, so there's no Lysander, so...
I haven't attached turn yet. So
No, because it's been Mega Turbos and the Turbo Blaze, so there is still a manual attach here.
which raises a question, which one do I go for here? Because the Hydreigon's not a bad attacker either. Not into this.
Yeah, I mean it KOs basically everything apart from Hooper, doesn't it? So you're right. I mean Fari doesn't get KO, but you're also not really hitting Fari, so I've probably got bigger
Think-
issues. Yeah.
I'll attach to the Hydreigon.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense.
We'll retreat out and Dragon Ascent.
So down it goes. Okay, yeah, I mean, we still gotta go in with Mew because still 0 retreat. Alright, let's see what we can do. Ooh. Is that actually good, is the question. It kind of is. That is quite the draw, and I'm not sure what to think about it, really. We have a lot to work with, don't we? Alright, let's level ball. I don't know if this can even get anything at this point, but... Oh, it can. Do I want it? I mean... Azelf is pretty good, so I could probably still grab it here.
Shining Eyes is pretty strong.
It is a good attack right now, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely grabbing that. It's just, this is one of those things of, like, you wish you had Skyfield, but also like Skyfield doesn't work with Dimension Valley, so it doesn't work in this deck. You know, it's one of those sort of situations where it's like, man, I wish I could just play like, you know, multi-stadium stuff and just be insane here. Whew. Because there's a lot of good stuff to play. I think I will play the Azelf down. I'm going to Floatstone on one of the Faris.
Yep.
Don't think that's really worth playing at the moment. So we will Vespiquen the N, I think. Makes the most sense here.
Okay. Is it being played?
Yep.
Good call.
Yeah. Seems pretty strong. Alright. Oh, that's like annoyingly close to being exactly what I need here, but it's not quite, so I guess we gotta hold. Alright, let's attach to the Azelf then. We will swap back out. And I guess Shining Eyes just makes the most sense here. We'll just move everything up again. Right.
Do I want to do that?
This is an awful lot of damage on this board right now. Can I
We'll
capitalize?
discard the fire for Scorched Earth.
Okay. Oh,
Puzzle
that's
time.
rough. Okay, yeah. Any two cards out the discard pile. Yep.
We'll retreat into the Hydreigon.
Okay.
Lysander in the Spiritomb.
Makes a lot of sense, yep.
And shred it.
Yep. 80 damage, takes it out. Yep. Alright.
Takes a lot of pressure off me as well.
It does, for the moment. I will Super Rod, though. So we can at least try and do this again. Energy is going back in, and a Mew can go back in. Okay. So where do we want to go from there? I think we do Bounce Stadium this time. We've got Dimension Valley, so we will do that. I could have done that last time, but I was not really convinced that was the play. Maybe it could have been, but... Okay, I have one potential weakness identified here. I'm going to Lysander the Hooper. We're going to see if this actually works out. Now, if I Shining Eyes, I do just straight KO the Shaman too, which is probably good, because I think I've still got enough damage on the board to run with that later. Seems decent. Yeah, we're gonna Shining Eyes here. Get this up to 90. This up to 90. And our prizes get taken.
Ultra Ball discarding Rayquaza and Ultra Ball.
Wait, how are you at 4 cards? Didn't
What do you mean,
I?
4
Oh yeah, Lysandered, right? Yeah. Sorry, I'm used to like ending on low price counts and stuff, and just going, wait a minute.
No, you haven't ended me yet.
No, not this time round. I end you on the free card turn.
There
yeah.
is an out in here, so we'll grab that.
Okay. Yep.
Play down the Spirit Link. Oops. Play a Shaman for 5.
Yep.
Not quite what I'm for here. You should still attach energy. That can go out of my hand. Do I super rod? Hang on.
2 energy discarded at the moment.
$14 cards. Go big or go home, I guess.
Alright. Try to look at 4.
We hit it. Switch.
Okay.
Yeah, we probably go with that, and we shred.
Yeah. Seems pretty good. Alright, we will draw. Oh, that's not it, because I can't use it. Damn it! I am fucking 1 card away from just, like, winning this, and, don't think I can do it. Well, if you have an energy, I think you just win, but I can do what I can. I have Wobbuffet. We will put Mystery Energy on the Wobbuffet, go in with the Wob, and I believe Psychic Assault should get the KO here. Yep, because you're on
That is the
180.
KO, yeah.
Yep, so we'll Psychic Assault. Energy or bust. Yep, you had it. I was 1 card short. I had Ninja Boy, but I couldn't get the energy, right? Because Mystery Energy can't be put on a non-psychic type. So I would have Mystery Energied on like here, but it would have been discarded straight away. Hooper Spiritomb needs a dark and a colorless for its attack. But like if I had any energy I could have played on this Hooper, I would have Ninja Boy'd out the Spiritomb, gone in with an energy here, and I would have damage played for 4 prizes, gotten the KO. On like everything, right? Because I had more than enough damage on the bench to manipulate through with a 90 damage Hydreigon active as well. I was 1 card short. I had 1 energy prize that I needed. That's why I went for him before. N took me out of like Level Ball, Sycamore, I think Lysander number 2, and another N of my own. So yeah, I think the N messed me up there with it a bit as well, but. Wow, yeah, I was 1 energy away, and it was the wrong energy that we picked up. Any energy, like Sycamore, would have probably done the thing as well. Yeah, really, really close, but God, so freaking almost there.
Just figured we haven't seen the dragon side of this yet. We should probably show it off.
Yeah.
I was gonna do it on Evolutions as my meme pick, but now I'm gonna figure something else. No.
We had the same idea.
How dare you? No, it's fine. Like, I mean, this is probably not the sort of deck that you want to be playing against with this one. It's like, good job finding the Hydreigon line for this stuff. It obviously helped at least a bit because you weren't having to discard every turn with stuff. Yeah, you had just one more bit to it. Just managed to find the things that you needed with it. I thought I might have been able to stick it, but yeah, I saw you'd already played a Switch earlier, right? So it's like, okay, you probably...
There is multiples in here
Yeah.
because, again, this guy's a fat ass and you can't really have him in there for too long.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, I mean, obviously the other reason you want multiples is because you need to actually play the Switch in order to get Reshiram's effect to play as well. So,
Yes.
like, I figured it wasn't like a guarantee that this was gonna work, but I also thought that's gonna give me the highest chance of actually thinking in, because it's like, okay,
Oh, no, it's
maybe I
smart
can.
play.
Yeah, it's like maybe I can stop you
If
from
anything, they
attacking
want
for
more
it.
Switch.
Yeah, I probably want at least one
And
more.
again, it's a
Well,
little bit
that's-
short on energy. It's hard
Here's
to
the
make use
thing.
of Turbo Blaze in here.
Puzzle time
True,
can get your
true.
switches back.
It can,
Yeah.
yeah.
I always wonder if Turbo Blade is just bait, and if you're better off just going heavier on the item-based accelerants.
Yeah, let's play more Mega Turbo. Oh, wait. There's already 4 in here, dude.
Yeah.
And because it's a double Dragon Energy deck, you're really not wanting to see that many with the Max Elixir, because you'll see the double dragons a lot more.
Looking at what I ended up playing against with the thing here, I think this was definitely the better version of this that I could have been. I built a version of this with Yveltal Break, which is also pretty good because it's like more direct damage with the stuff. But I think this is definitely the better one that I could have gone in with for it. A little bit unfortunate starting the Shaman, like that was the one extra prize that you needed to kind of close that out. I think I actually probably was favored if I didn't have that on board. Just couldn't find a Ninja Boy to get it away, right? So a little bit unfortunate with that, but I mean it's just how it goes with stuff. Yeah, like this was an interesting game for sure though. Like I had so much damage spread there. If I just like Spiritomb once with the thing, I probably would have been fine. The Absol.
Yeah, I knew it needed to get rid of it.
The Absol was the thing I was debating whether I put that or Azelf down on that like mid game turn. And I ended up deciding the Azelf because I could get more damage out of it, because I think I had the energy, or like I was able to at least attack with it potentially that turn reasonably well. There was like so many energy I still had available to it. So I was like, I think that's probably better going in with the Azelf to get more damage out. But I was considering like the cheeky sort of Absol play, trying to move some stuff around to make an easier like second KO happen. But yeah, didn't quite happen this time around. Azelf with Ninja Boy is really fun though. That's something that like I didn't get to show much of Ninja Boy stuff here outside of the first game trying like we did, but Ninja Boy is really good for this deck. Just because it's like you can convert any Pokemon that you don't need on the bench into a Pineco that can then evolve because it's been in play for more than a turn. So it's like you just get to surprise Fortress out of nowhere, or you can change one of your spent like ability things. I have Glaceon in here for the similar sort of bit, not because it stops evolution stuff from happening, but because Second Bite is a really good attack to have around in this deck. I do need something that isn't just spread 2 counters to people, right? And with 1 Rainbow Energy and Dimension Valley down, you can copy this for just like that 1 energy, and it's a powerful attack to be copying in a deck like this, right? Second Bite would have done a lot in a ton of places there. So yeah, I don't think I'm too upset about how I played that in the end. I think I kind of did the best with what I had, and it's pretty good. So yeah,
It is a deck where this art is appropriate.
yes, indeed. And yeah, it's very funny, isn't it? Because you are playing the literal dragon shaman here, so it's fun stuff. Nah, there's a lot of weaknesses with a deck like this one that I have here, because any deck that's playing Rough Seas kind of just like washes you away. Yeah, you've got 3-Dimension Valley, but that's not nearly enough to sort of help in that aspect.
Manaphy can also just do a lot in stopping what this wants to do.
Manaphy is pretty annoying. That is true, because it's kind of hard to like get a lot of damage out on it, because my 2 attackers do kind of rely on extra damage counters being in play. So it's very difficult. I think I'd have to somehow get a Portal Strike going. Don't think that's happening, to be fair. 3 actual Psychic Energy, yeah, it one-shots the Manaphy without a belt, but if you, I mean, you play Belt in those decks, so even that's
yeah,
not
you have
really.
to bolster that health if you're using it as an attacker.
Yeah, and there's just, even though it can't heal itself, it can heal other copies of it, so it's like there's not enough direct damage with the Forays either. I suppose if you manage to do some like super cute turn where you could maybe like wombo combo it into being, you know, like double Foray plus a Cursed Eyes and a second bite could do it. Something like that, that's asking for so much, obviously, but it's like put a few damage counters down, move a couple of them over to it, and then second bite could maybe do it. I don't even think that KOs it, to be fair, but what else are you gonna do, right? Wobbuffet, I suppose, because it stops it from retreating without paying energy. I don't know. Yeah, water is obviously pretty bad. Greninja is obviously not very good to play against either, though you can do some stuff against it, but like it's rough seas, really, is the thing there. And there are just some other matchups in general that it isn't particularly great into. Anything that doesn't play like a decent number of benchmons down can be kind of difficult. Yeah, Hooper is bulkier, so you know there is that, but anything that just plays like maybe one or two big hits in is about it. Funnily enough, Jolteon is not a counter to this because it doesn't block effects of attacks, it only blocks damage. So Shining Eyes can still get through, so Jolteon's not actually a counter to this. Which is good. But yeah, I played the Mystic.
Magearna would be, though?
Magearna would be pretty difficult, yeah, because Psychic Resistance stops Hyperspace Punch hitting it, and yeah, the damage counter spread from Shining Eyes wouldn't work, so Magearna would be pretty difficult too. Like I was saying, there's a lot of ways of stopping this kind of thing, which makes it not like a top tier pick or anything, but
it's a fun deck.
yeah, and this guy is pretty good. Like, Azelf is honestly strong. I played this effect as a stage 1, basically, without the stipulation, but I played this with Gourgeist all the way, like, two seasons ago at this point, in the 2014 Worlds, and did very well with it at that point. Granted, there's Dust Noir there, but we have Dust Noir at home. So, literally. We have Ketsukumori Dust Noir at home. So, you know. And that's like the shift factor, you can get that for a single energy thanks to Mew. Like this whole deck is super synergistic with each other. That's what makes it cool. But clearly
the
not.
only thing that can be slightly rough is if you've already played your Ninja Boy and your Wobbuffet goes active.
That can be annoying, but that's why I've got like 6 switch outs basically for it. 2 Rope, 2 Floatstone, and 2 Mystery Energy can be a good out for it. And realistically, the only thing the only things I care about that way is like, okay, maybe I can't play the Shaman, but I probably already played that by then. I can't do like an extra Fortress, or I can't do Absol. But most of this deck doesn't really care that much about abilities while Swab is active. So like, it's not the end of the world. Might stunt some early setup. That's why I don't play multiples of it. I played the Glaceon instead, but you know. Yeah, I like this deck. I think it's neat. It's not the best out there, but I think I made something cool with a very unconventional style for this format. So I enjoy it, and that's sometimes what matters. Didn't see teammates at all, by the way. That would have been insane this entire game. You know, so many knockout turns. It's like, yeah, I could have teammates for such a crazy setup in a lot of those. Like, I would have had damage playoff if I had 1 teammates in that game.
This is the war crime.
Yeah, we don't actually have access to this yet, though. Evolutions is next set.
Oh, I thought we were doing Evolutions.
No, this is. Well, I mean, if we were doing Evolutions, we wouldn't have like compressor and stuff.
Well, I mean, I wasn't.
No, I know you
compressor?
weren't dinging it here, but no, we were supposed to be doing the second thing of Steam Siege.
My bad.
Yeah, just using up all the stuff that's going to rotate for Evolution because it's a rotation set.
That's why you saw
Sorry,
Dimension
I thought we
Valley.
were moving on.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. That's why you saw the Dimension Valley deck coming on in, because it's like, yeah, I kind of can't play that if we're in, you know, the next format. So
is anything here not up to?
No, I mean, no. The point is, your thing is just like post rotation, isn't it? So like that's fine. There's no evolutions cards in here, so nothing.
There aren't
Just
many
making
good
sure.
ones anyway.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair.
I'm just making sure.
No, it's okay.
I mean,
These
these are pretty good.
Yeah, not like the worst ever, are they? They're just very fragile, but they are not bad. This would have been really annoying, actually. I suppose it's so frail that I could probably get it down, but yeah, just so many energy discards. There's no way I could have survived against this one. Like you just discard all my shit for free.
You've got an attack if you really need it.
I mean, yeah, Shadowy Bite is just. Yeah, this whole deck just kind of completely beats what... This is the sort of thing I mean, though, right? It's like, this whole concept just with how many energy discards and stuff are around here, it's like, I can't stand a chance against something like that, right? The best I could do is Dimension Valley, like, Hyperspace Punch, because that doesn't cost energy. That's only on 2 Pokemon at that point, and you can just kind of, like, rip through...
Max Potion.
Yeah, Max Potion. You've got 4 of them, so, you know, yeah. This is what I mean, though, is like, this sort of thing is potentially widespread. It's not the greatest here.
I know we're going into War Crown territory, but do we just want to play the red card delinquent combo here?
It is plausible.
I think the idea is to strand something and just melt through their deck.
I mean, yeah,
Right,
but... Stop.
And the combo, in theory, helps with that.
I think the only annoyance is that they get to choose that one card that they get to keep, right? So...
Yeah, no. And thankfully, there's no great way of getting rid of that at the moment.
Still, being able to, if they don't have a supporter, being able to go like, okay, Ultra Ball is not out anymore. Because, you know, Shaman is normally the way you get away from that, but Ultra Ball is not now at least, so... But yeah, this one next week. Not that I'm advocating for war crimes,
right,
but
I'm
next
just gonna
week.
make sure that the third one is fine then. Just to be safe here.
I mean, if there are
So
any
it's-
Gen 1 cards in there, that's the only thing you gotta worry about.
Still best to double check on
Yeah,
these
yeah,
things.
it's fine, it's fine.
This was the other one.
Yeah, there's nothing in here that I can see anyway. Because again, nothing's got a stupid card border and everything for it. So I'm sorry, I could go on a tirade about Evolution's artwork because that's the way the card is designed. I won't for now, but you know, it's not good, as they say.
Idea here is just basic Turbo Darkrai.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, wouldn't it be better off just using 4 Bunnelby instead of a bunch of Houndooms, but...
I mean, Houndoom is bigger, is probably the thing,
It's
right?
bigger, it's also leaking more prizes, it's great.
But it also has
Yeah.
210 health and you have Max Potion.
I mean, good luck getting more than 1 energy to stick, right? But 1 energy can equal 60 damage really
Yeah, the max
easily.
pot. Yeah, it's the max pot. Yeah,
Yup.
yeah, with the max pot, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's to be a big fat thing.
That's like the entire sort of point here. It's just like, yeah, this thing survives a hit, and there are so many heals for the stuff here that it's, yeah, I understand it's riskier, but it's also probably better for the deck here. Right, anyway, I mean, who's playing next then, I guess?
I'll let Pepper have a game.
I need to get promoted first.
Oh, yes.
That
Hang
probably
on.
would help.
Sorry about that. We did have a very good game there.
Yeah,
I don't
we
hog
certainly
all the
did.
time.
Right, I have absolutely zero idea how to even play
I
this
wasn't
one,
expecting it
so-
to work that way. So.
No, it was pretty cool, honestly. I know I maybe didn't have... No, I had quite a lot of pressure, just like not a lot of direct pressure on things. So I know that
I mean,
kind of...
That Spiritom's terrifying.
Yeah, it really is. Let's go for Tails. Alright, I guess I will go first.
Pepper, do you want to make sure buttons are working?
Oh, we've already done that, right? It should be fine here. If it's working for me, there's no like button glitch by this point, right? So There shouldn't be any
Just making
real
sure.
issues. I get that, but right, yeah, full disclosure, I have fuck all idea how to play this deck, but this does not look like it a particularly good starting point, so good luck, because yeah, I don't think I have a ton going this opener, but whatever. Weavile Level Ball. Is this thing actually? It's just base, yeah. I was like, this doesn't resist fighting. That would be too good. Would be very funny in this situation though, but... let's see. Well, he doesn't resist fighting, but this definitely does. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get that out here. So the problem is that the rest of this hand is terrible. And it's like, I know you can easily just knock out this thing, and I don't particularly care for that. It gets worse because I know I'm gonna have to put like Forest down here, because I do have Vespiquen, but I just like don't have anything else I can really do right now. Not this turn anyway, so I'm gonna pass at that.
Well, this already is managed. I think.
Ah, the other one. Yep.
2 compressor. Not trying to refresh yet.
I mean, usual thing, but whatever. I guess it's fine.
The compressor, it's.
No, we've had this argument before. Technically, it's not fine because you do have to. Apart from you have to get rid of one, it's like you deck check with the first one, so you see what the second one might like the scope of the second one. But it's whatever. I think I can't say for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone could like roll shark on this one in a tourney and be like, you have to play these one at a time. Because of the way that this card works out, it's not the same as just searching for you know, like a Pokemon or something and just be like, okay, I'm just gonna play 2 of these at once, because it's very different the way this works.
Okay.
Also, yeah, now you've got to fucking sort your mess out in the middle of this too. So this is just inconvenient.
Two strongs, third compressor, coroner, ranger. Belt on the Sneasel. Any to active, last card in.
Yeah. Yeah, couldn't do shit. I was like, oh no. Just not gonna get anywhere in this game, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I had a lot of draws that would get me out of it, to be fair, you know. Ultra Ball does it, DCE technically would do it, because I could intelligence gathering. So it's like, I had a ton of ways of getting out of it, but I just, you know.
Venture Zygarde, and... yeah, I'm just going to hit for the 40.
Yep. Just no fighting resistance despite being a bug flying type, you know. I can say that because this thing's bug flying type and it's got a fighting resistance, so no. It's treating it as part of the flying type though. That's like, I guess, the distinction for this stuff. Okay, so what the heck do we do now is the question. Because unlike the last one, this hand is actually playable. It's just like, how do we go about it? Yeah, I have played 0 games with this deck right now, so I'm flying like whatever at this point. I have no idea.
Green and wish I packed weakness policy. I was thinking about it.
7. Okay, let's keep this turn straightforward enough. We will go for our Yanmega break. We will DCE the Vespiquen. We've got 0 retreat on the Quen anyway, and we will do whichever the hell one of these attacks you choose because it's 100 on either because of weakness. I don't care. So I guess barrier break because we didn't see that last time this thing came in. Yeah, just like before, 4 cards exactly in hand, so I don't have to pay the energy for the attack cost here. For anyone who's confused as to why I'm using a free energy attack for nothing. So 140 HP with a fighting resistance is quite substantial. I will give it that.
Well, this always happens. This always happens.
Yep. See, at least you have the Weavile, so you don't have to keep your tools attached, which is very different compared to a lot of this Zygarde decks here.
Which means float. Attach fighting to the Carbink. 3 out. Pick up both my tools.
Yep.
This just gets murdered. This just gets
True. It is grass week, so
I am going to do time gift then for 0.
Yep, 0 damage because resistance, but you do get the 2 energy onto a fighting Pokemon. Double strong does seem pretty good, so yeah. Alright, we will draw. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, it's only fair, right? Battle Compressor.
Ah, we have Mega Bees.
Indeed we do. I mean, this isn't the exact list, but this was the seniors winning list for this year, so I thought this seems like a decent enough time to show it. I could have waited, but I wanted to play Compressor in the list, so yeah, kind of had to do it that way. Alright, so I think, yeah, Judge is going to be one of them. We will also go... we'll go with Vespiquen and Combi. Seems reasonable. So do that. And then Ultra Ball, discarding Forest and Special Charge. Let's grab out Spinnerack. I almost took it out, but he was playing it, so I thought, you know what, I might as well keep that in instead of trying to fit Muscle Band in here or something. Because I think that would end up being better. Last card is Sycamore, so we will draw a 7. Okay. Ultra Ball, pitching... What did we already get rid of? Combi... Ah, sorry. Throat's getting a bit choked up here. Yanmega break and probably Vespi. So we can grab Ariados. Play down the Ariados, that's exactly 4 cards in hand. Ariados is Poisonous Nest, will poison non-grass actives, and will Barrier Break to do the 100 poison KOs between turns. Because 110 HP exactly.
Probably in GGville at this point, but
I'm sorry, this wasn't meant to be like the super matchup with it, but
the only thing I can really do is kill this with Flan's Raffle and 40 through this.
yep, 160 because of your 3 strongs, and then yeah, how many do we have so far? Quite a few, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I do 90. I'm actually 1 short, right? Because 20 plus 70 right now. So poison, yeah, we can hit 190.
Yeah, let's scoop it up there then.
Yeah, I had quite a bit in hand still with the stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry, this really wasn't supposed to be the thing with it, but
random weakness matchup,
yeah. I wanted to show the seniors winning deck too, because we're getting to the point where the decks for lower divisions are actually looking really good too, right? And this is it may not have won everything ever, but this is a really good archetype that we will be able to see more. We just don't have Compressor available later, but like Yanmega as an engine, there's like 42 cards within this deck that is an engine that you can play with a ton of different stuff. It doesn't have to be Vespiquen, right? You've got the 4/4/3 Yanmega. You don't have energy in your base build, but you don't need to. There's a bunch of Judge. I think I played 1 more than what Jesper did, and I played 1 more Revitalizer as well because I didn't particularly like the ratios for the stuff there. I figured I would.
He's playing well with dragons as well.
That's always possible. Yeah. Yeah, he played like 4N 1 Judge or something. I think I was like, I'm gonna play more actual Judge because I prefer the shuffle, like the draw 4 immediately giving us Yanmega access. So yeah, because N later on in the game doesn't actually give you that. And it's just like, yeah, Bursty Balloon is really good for just pressuring a ton of stuff as well. I think you could have gotten away with playing Muscle Band here instead. That was a consideration for me. But I wanted to keep the list relatively close to what he played, so I only made like 2 or 3 changes at most here. Yeah, Yanmega Break being able to do a flat 100 to everything is not bad. Not quite enough to kill Shaman though, so that's why he's got the Ariados in here as well. Because it doesn't poison Yanmega, but it does poison the Shamans and stuff, so you get to go through there. And yeah, there's no energy to attach to the Yanmega, so there's nothing like, I see the Assault Vest over here, there's nothing like that's going to matter. And I know you'd say it's actively bad in this matchup, because I just Assault Boom you for weakness at that point, I know, but it's just like in general, you know, stuff like Assault Vest on other things isn't going to matter. And once you've had a couple of Yanmega down, that's like 6 Pokemon for free in the discard, so Vespiquen starts getting pretty big. And yeah, it's not got the locking capability like the Vileplume did, but I think it's a lot more stable as a deck in general, right? Just because you've already got this early pressure with Yanmega. I wanted to put Headringer in here, I'll be honest with you. I was thinking about putting Headringer down because I thought that would be absolutely sick against like Lysander and the thing. Like, I was going to play a second one of them too. These bursting balloons were looking sus, I'll tell you. I was going to be like two Muscle Band, the second Lysander, and Headringer was going to be like one of the other things I'd consider in here.
Like, Headringer's not great into this just because I can tear away the Headringers.
Does it go back to my hand at that point?
No, there's a special text on the Flare tools. If they leave play, they go to your discard.
Sure.
No matter what.
But the point is, I wouldn't give you the chance, right? Because I would just be headringering the thing that's in front of me and killing it in one go.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah. Okay, fair.
Yeah, but I mean, even if it wasn't, it's like I'd Headringer the Shaman and Lysander it up in the same turn. That's why I'd say if I was gonna put Headringer in, I'd put the second Lysander in the deck as well. Because then I go. Don't worry about that, Sai. Yeah, I was gonna go Headringer on the Shaman, Lysander it up, hit it for 120. That was one of the ideas. Obviously, hitting into a weakness matchup, it makes it even better, but as you say, the Weavile, if I leave it on the field, makes it worse. So, you know, so Lysander up the Weavile and barrier break it. That's what you're telling me to do. Anyway, yeah, no, it's it's a really cool deck, and it is something that we could see as a template later on. This is very different from the way the Jimmy Ballard Galvantula thing was working, because we're working more with the break here. The break evolution stops evolutions from being a thing, but it also doesn't hit for weakness anyway, so you don't really use it for that at that stage, but you've just got more HP and another Pokemon down to when it gets KO'd. So it works out better for the Vespiquen. And you saw in that matchup it mattered, because it was going to be one short if I didn't have the breakdown as well. So it does actually matter. Yeah, it's a cool deck. And I just figured, you know, it's one of those that we're probably not... I mean, it's better with Compressor, right? It's still fine without it, but these are going to be kind of hard to replace in the list. So I thought, why not try and show it now, you know? I think you might actually even potentially play less of this. Maybe to play Puzzle or something instead, I don't know. Because I think you would focus a lot more on the early game here. By the way...
Part of me actually wonders if this plus the dragons over here, actually.
Possible.
Does this plus the Ray? Because the Ray's energy hungry as hell. And there's a bunch of double dragons.
It's possible. I think this deck might have a hard time keeping 4 cards in hand as the exact limit, though. You'd have to be you'd have to like practice a lot with that sort of deck, I think, to make it like play well. Because yeah, I could have played more down. I had Sycamore down the first turn. I did Barrier Break for like the first hit. I didn't do it though because I was like, I might not draw the cards I can play with here, you know. You know, I suppose like Trainer's Mail probably just comes in instead of the Compressors, and that's a good start, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, point is, I think you go in early with the Yanmega, and then once you've gotten a lot of the stuff KO'd or compressed away, etc., Vespiquen can start coming in, and that's really the crux of it at that point. Yeah, by the way, I know this one rotates. We played the Phantom Forces Yanmega here because it can attack for a DCE. I know it's not a good attack, but we have special charge, so it's possible to get the thing back. I was like, the other one just has like reveal the opponent's hand for 1 colorless, and the vanilla attack actually costs 3, so you can't use it without like being evolved already. So I was like, I see this one can attack for damage for a DCE. That could technically come up, because if you're looking at the meta as a whole, this can KO the Joltik, right? So, you know, it's possible that it comes up. So, like, slap a Bursting Balloon down on it so the next thing doesn't do very well against you. Put the thing in, just like air slash the Joltik. It might happen, you know? So, I thought any attack is better than no attack on it here. But I do want to note this particular Yanmega does rotate. So, if you are looking into Yanmega in the future, you can't play this one.
Give me a second, I'll turn my light on.
That's fine. I had to do the same thing. Don't worry about it. It be getting dark. I mean, if you want to play against something else, obviously I've got other things to play. The main other thing I had set up was like Volcanion, which we did sort of play into this before. But
Let's give it the proper games that put effort into it, yeah.
yeah, I mean, if you want to play with something else, obviously that play like another game.
I've got a second deck, but it's just a water box list I just threw together quickly because I put my time into this one.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
No, don't worry about
issue.
it. Don't worry about it. You're fine. No, unfortunately, yeah, weakness matchup.
Talking and
Whoa,
yeah.
whoa! What are you doing over here? Why are you spawning 4 of these things? I only clicked the button once.
4.
Yeah, 4 of a kind. It's actually kind of a decent card.
Yeah.
Look, in Lost Branch of Legend, 4 of a kind's actually not the worst card out there if you don't have to take that many different attacks at that point. But we're not playing Lost Branch, we're playing this, so... Alright, let's see, what do you want?
Heads.
I have made like a couple of changes. I'm not sure I'm super satisfied with them. What would you like?
I will go first.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure like I'm super keen on the changes that I've made with this one, but we'll see. I have remembered to put my prizes out this time, so bonus. It's this one. Well, I mean, I guess that doesn't matter because I don't have the thing anyway, but still.
It's mostly there for the wreck, for stuff like mirrors and random shenanigans.
Would be very funny into that Houndoom deck, actually. No flagrants for you.
I think at that point we try and shadowy bite it.
Probably.
Press up.
But the problem is then the Carbink break can just like get the strong energies out the discard, right? So long as they're getting attached to a basic Pokemon, the Energy Keeper prevents you from like doing anything.
X-Maniac.
Yeah,
Oh,
Hex would.
Surprisingly, you don't have that in there, huh?
It's probably because it's got to focus so much on playing Team Flag Run. There being so many of them.
Pitch 2 strongs and a compressor.
Yep.
Powering up.
Mm-hmm.
Touch, break, and letter.
Oh, bold of you to assume this is living on 80 HP. This one's a bit smaller than the other one.
Well,
I'm just saying, all it takes is 2 steam up and I'm killing this thing.
no, this like. Don't. I'll tell you more. I'll talk more about it afterwards.
No, it's fine, it's fine. I'm jesting, because it's obviously if I'm starting lone thingy here, then it might not be the easiest things to do.
I have learned to do that though instead of attaching active.
Yes,
I have learned.
very intelligent. Because if I do KO it, then, you know.
And I'm just going and pass it to you there.
Yeah. No, I think it's not oh my, especially if I draw that, it's not unreasonable that you're gonna live this thing. This is probably the funniest hand I have had in quite a while with this. Yeah, you should be fine, I'll say now. I don't have fire. Gonna Sycamore away for fire in the Shaman. All I needed was an Ultra Ball, right? If I get an Ultra Ball, that hand is absolutely ridiculous. As it stands, yeah, you're fine. I mean, I do have some stuff, but I'm certainly not getting the full swing here, which is unfortunate. We will. Oh, do I actually have to do that instead? That is kind of ugly. I think we do. We're going to Ultra Ball, pitching Ranger, and... Oh, I don't know if I want to discard that, but I think I... Yeah, I probably should. We'll discard Scorched Earth here. I do not have the capability for that right now. And... Oh, yeah, no, there was no hope I was getting this turn. Holy crap, okay. There is more than one of them prized. Jeez. Why do I just get the worst prizes with this deck? I don't understand. We will grab Shaman here. Because I have 2 more of these ones that I can put down. So we will Shaman draw 4. Okay, and we will just have to Power Heater the 2 baby folks on the bench here. Yep, just a 20, not amazing, but you know.
Well, this happens.
Probably would have been nicer if I had N instead of Sycamore there, but you know.
Put energy on it. Ultra Ball, discard N and Lysander.
I'm still slightly disappointed with that. It's like, man, I was so close. Just Ultra Ball in the previous hand probably would have been there, because I could have Ultra Ball for the other thingy too. Ah well.
Lightning Stadium down. Last card, stick 'em all.
Yep. It's pretty good. It's always tough between Sycamore and N in that situation, isn't it? Because it's like, yeah, you get more cards, but I'm on a 6-card hand anyway, so it's like, you know, what do you read that I have, sort of thing.
Ultra Ball, discard Compressor, basic fighting.
Seems good.
Zygarde, get a second Zygarde. And we'll Diamond Gift from there.
Yep. Right, just give me 1 sec. I need to double check this Weavile real quick, because it's just like, does that Weavile have a retreat cost that I don't know about? Weavile often doesn't have a retreat cost, but sometimes they just randomly print it with one, so I'm just going to quickly search that over here. This one does, okay. So obviously we see the Sneasel, so we know that's available, so it's just like, yeah, I have not played nearly enough Weavile in order to, of this set, in order to know exactly what thing is in. This game, dude. Fucking hell. Am I really doing? I guess that's not the worst play in the world. It just feels kind of bad. Okay, we will attach one to this Volcanion. I'm gonna Lysander in the Energyless Zygarde. And I guess I'm going to power heat to my 2 Volks again, so another 20 only, but we do get these guys ready to go. I think I've just got to play the long game for it at the moment.
Weavile?
Yep. Yeah, and this wise, like, I didn't know, obviously, whether it was in the hand or not. You can assume just because it's you, but it's like, I just wanted... Yep.
Attach to active, and end.
Yep. We'll say every single draw for turn I've had so far has been fire energy, so, you know. Yeah, so Land's Wrath does KO. That's an unfortunate fact here, but it's fine.
But I did hit the float.
Mm-hmm. Just as expected, obviously.
Yeah, we'll just go with this. Pick the float back up. Yeah, I'll bench second Carbink and Land's Wrath Smash.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess it just makes sense to go there first. Alright, we will draw. I swear to God. I have drawn fire energy for turn every single turn of the game so far. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Alright. Drawing hot.
Yeah, when you're hot, right? Let's Ultra Ball pitching fire and... It's hard to think what I'm actually doing with this turn, otherwise the thing. Yeah, this guy is kind of big, so I guess I'm probably not hitting it down in one go. Yeah, we gotta pitch the Sycamore, I think, here. So we will go for our EX. We will have our 1 steam up, so our basic fires will do 30 more damage now. We will go Fisherman for the free fire energy in our discard. And since we have attached for turn, we can't do anything more with that, but that's fine. We will Steam Artillery for 130 damage.
Yay.
You're supposed to have more than 1 Volcanion EX out at this point, but yeah, no. I mean, I don't exactly feel like that far behind right now, to be honest, but that could change very easily. Yeah, 160 at the moment.
I will attach to Zygarde, Lysander in the Volcanion EX.
Yep.
Yeah, I will sell Storm for 120.
Seems alright. Okay, we will draw. I can't make it up. I have literally drawn fire energy every single turn. How does that even happen? I guess I will attach. I will use our Steam Up, and then I do still have Sycamore for the get rid of the other two. But that doesn't do it, so I'm gonna just go ahead and say no. Because I prize like shit, I guess. Yeah. Just eat shit. I got wrecked because I prized 2 Volcanion. Should have had a much easier time with that, to be honest, but I drew fire energy every single turn without fail. Like, that is unfucking playable. Next game, because that's not how we can leave this.
It's the lucky one when you're playing Rayquaza, not when you're playing this.
Didn't get a basic.
I will.
10 basics, so I shouldn't be mulling, but you know, it isn't 100%. Obviously, it never is, but like. Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those sort of really annoying moments with it, I suppose. We do have 1 this time, so just a 1 for you. And, alright, we will draw. Like, maybe Scorched Earth could have done something with it, I don't know. Probably not even correct to play it down, so whatever. We do have an EX, so we will play that down. We will Ultra Ball, pitching to Fire. Which, by the way, yes, I did draw a fire for turn, so, you know, it's still continuing right now. Okay. I mean, like, one of these days we're not going to draw a fire for turn, and then it's going to be like, what now? Yeah, we're going to put another Volcanion EX in play. And might as well just shuffle the whole thing, because we are going to end here.
Okay, thanks,
I mean, not much I can do with it.
Like, look at this!
It's painful. Probably not the worst ever, but it is painful, yeah. The rest of my hand was Sycamore, and, fuck, I don't even remember. It was not that relevant, so... Oh, Energy Retrieval, right, so wouldn't have been that good for me to do thing. We will attach active. And I think I'm just going to leave it there. Go ahead. Seems like a reasonable enough start.
Okay. Compressor. Double strong compressor.
Seems good. I mean, that's... We definitely have a supporter in hand already then.
Zygarde. Fury Belt on it. Muscle Band and active. Sycamore.
Okay.
Ooh,
Break Ranger.
Ranger.
Okay.
No energy, so you gotta do what you gotta do.
I mean, yeah, I'm not blaming you on that. There's not much you can do with it.
Strong on the Zygarde. Bench second Zygarde. And that's a play supporter, so pass from there.
Okay, we will draw. Megaphone seems pretty good now. We'll get rid of the tools here.
Had no choice but to drop them down there.
No, it's understandable. I'm just looking at it going, that's probably the best time for it. Fury Belt of our own, and Blacksmith. Because it seems better that I put them on here and actually start swinging than, you know, let you get Carbink breakup here. Yeah, we will... Do I do anything else first? I haven't attached for turns, so I kind of... Yeah, I want to. We're going to Shaman for 4. Yep. Bench another one. So where does this attachment have to go is the question here. Oh, wait. Actually, the answer is nowhere. Double Steam Up? Right, because we got 2 here, and I've got the Fury Belt down. So we will Power Heater for 90 and put energy on the baby and the Volcanion here. Because plus 30 to the basic fires, so that is actually enough. Wasn't the intention, but I mean, this still threatens a lot here, and it gets me more energy in play than what I would have had before. So, also, I think that was the first turn I did not draw an energy for turn, because I would have attached it before that. So, progress. That was what I was trying to do last game, by the way, just I had 2 Volcanion EX prize, so I couldn't find them.
Attach energy to active.
Yep.
Defensive bystander in the energyless Volcanion EX.
Makes sense.
And Stealth Storm for the 60.
80 would, yeah. I'd managed to notice this time.
I forgot my strong there.
That's fine, that's fine. Alright. A little bit annoying to draw that, to be honest, but whatever. As much as I want to follow suit, I think I need to get into this game a bit more, so I am going to Sycamore here. This is a rough one, but... It's like, I am not ending on that because you're going to get more out of it than me. I don't have any energy in the discard anymore to VS Seeker the Blacksmith, and it wouldn't do much anyway because this guy's a fat bastard. He's got too much retreat. And I can't just like draw... oh, that's not it. Freaking pressing buttons. I can't just draw Switch, which is what I was going for. So we will switch out here. Just gotta see what else I want to do with this one. Because there are a couple more options. I think we should probably attach here rather than steam up. I'm already doing good enough numbers, so I think... Yeah, we can go here. It's just awkward because I've got like other stuff in hand that I could play. I just don't know if it's worth playing. Okay, I guess we should probably bench this one. And if I'm doing that, we can Fury Belt here, and we'll just Steam Artillery for the 110. Because I didn't do any Steam Ups this turn, so.
Yep. Bench the Sneasel. Yes, Seeker, Lysander in the healthy energyless Volcanion EX.
Yep.
Shaman for 4.
Uh-huh. That's why I wasn't even sure if I wanted to bench it down, but it probably does.
That's the Zygarde.
Yep.
And Stealth Storm.
Clone. Alright. Suppose that could probably help. Yeah, that might help. We'll put Scorched Earth down. We will Vespiquen the Sycamore. Yeah, because 5 cards, you still get more out of it. So yeah, Ranger Ultra Ball was the rest of it. It's considering Ultra Balling and seeing if I get like another Shaman or something, but you know. I did put an additional switch in this deck, so we will have that. Which you're on 110, yeah, because it's 80, so that's fine. We'll go manual attach onto. I really want to do it on this guy, but I don't know if it's actually worth it. Let's greed maybe a little here. Let's go Trainer's Mail. It's like one card that I could probably do a better play with if I get it, and we do hit it. Okay. So shuffle up. We will Scorched Earth for draw 2. Literally cannot make this up. Okay, well I have 3 steam ups now, so I will go ahead and use all 3 of them because this will hit 120 at this point. I don't even need the retrieval now because I hit those energy. So yeah, we're just gonna power heater this one and probably this one for 120.
What would GG? Let's do from here. Bench this, evolve this, attach active, emergency Sycamore. Sycamore in.
Ah, okay.
I just need to dig deep and find answers because.
That's fair. Understandable. I mean, I do have Scorched Earth in play, I guess, as well, so it's a bit harder to trap me, I guess, at the moment.
Scorched.
Yep.
I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the reason I didn't want to put it down before, but it's just like. I mean, you mentioned this when we talked on Wednesday. It's like there isn't really a better stadium for this deck at the moment, so.
Yeah, yes, GG, honestly.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
know you got the retrieval.
Yep, I actually have 2.
That's where my Carbinks were.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, I actually had 2. Because I got one off the prizes. Prizes were Fire Energy Retrieval, so it's like I was looking at this going, yeah, I don't know. I mean, without N or something, I was like, I don't know how we lose this from here, to be honest.
Yeah, I needed to slow the pace of the game down there, and I did my best.
You did,
2
you
hard
did.
switches.
You did. I mean, I think I put an extra. Either I put an extra one in, or it's just like I have so much draw that it's just like, yeah, I can potentially get there.
That's all. I'm not sure if I don't think it was better there to try and speed my deck up with 2 Carbinks prized.
No.
I was just trying to accumulate energy and knock out your boosters.
Yeah, no, it's only the 2 I keep in at the moment. Because I think so what did I emphasize? I put an extra Fire Energy in from the last time, because 13 didn't seem enough, and then I just draw them every turn, so you know, whatever. But it's like, yeah, I put in an extra one because Fire Energy in this deck is a resource more than it is just a thing that you've got to play in order to, you know, attack. And I put an extra Scorched Earth in as well. I took out one of the Blacksmith because I think I put an extra N in here as well. Just an extra actual draw support. And we swapped out one of the Retrieval for the Fisherman as we were talking about before. I think it's still perfectly valid to have Retrieval as the main thing because you do get to play that plus the supporter for turn. But Fisherman also just means you get to like discard another 3 for Volcanions, right, and just do silly damage. And I think that was
also a
reasonable bet.
Vespiquen guy, which is a big appeal to me.
Which is why I took it out in the Blacksmith. I did take the compressors out because I thought they were sus in here as the thing. I understand why they were here, but I thought it was actually like. It was not amazing, right? I know you could play this list post-rotation and it'd be fine, but it's like, genuinely, I didn't really see the point of having Compressor here, because it's what are you going to do? You're going to Compressor to get the fires in the discard, but you need those fires for like everything else in the deck to function, right? So I just thought, why not increase the amount of draw that we have with the extra N in here? and maybe an extra second one as well. I don't remember what the initial list was playing that way. But it's like, why not just like increase the amount of like draw stuff that we've got with the extra Scorched Earth as well, and just run another Fire Energy, because then we're likely to still hit as many as we would need anyway, and this kind of takes in a more post-rotation approach. I think you play Elixir in here post-rotation, to be honest, but Blacksmith just like makes a ton of sense to have around. So yeah, I think Elixir and potentially Floatstone because of the like tool stuff being annoying, and you know, Lysandering in this fat bastard every time. You're not going to be able to charge it up quite as easily with post rotation because no Blacksmith. So I think you probably have to play Floatstone in the future as well. But yeah, it's a straightforward deck. It's based on the one that got 10-foot worlds. Volcanion just does a ton of damage in general. It accelerates a lot of energy as well if you can get the power heaters going. We saw the full extent of that in that second game actually, because I got 2 knockouts with power heater that just seem absolutely disgusting, right? Hit for 90 and a hit for 120. I know I only need 110, but it's like, yeah, I got 3 steam ups going that turn just to go, I could accelerate energy back into play with this and get KOs on these little guys, or 2-hit KOs on the EXs. It's gross. And that's the whole point of it. It's simple aggression. Like, this is probably the 3rd of the 5 or whatever decks I played this format that's just been like straightforward aggro type stuff, but it hits hella hard, and it can hit even harder with Steam Up.
So honestly, I think Zygarde disappointed me as an attacker. Like, it's just not trading that well into anything. Like, the setup's fine for the most part. Carbinks die easier than you think. I did move to one of this guy to have a little edge in Carbink mirrors instead of having a baby Zygarde. But honestly, I'm wondering if baby Zygarde is just a better attacker.
I did find myself powering up Baby Zygarde quite a bit when I was building this sort of thing. I never built with a Weavile, but I get the exact reason for it.
In general.
Yeah.
Rather than...
Maybe.
But then I think you're much more reliant on Carbink, and... yeah, I'm not sure. I can see why they went for Vileplume in the end, because it is relatively simple to get decent results out of the Zygarde.
Yep.
So if you lock the game down, it just rolls things over.
Yep.
But the standalone thing... it's just lacking something. It just doesn't trade well. It just...
yeah, it's... so when Lucario came out and did basically the same thing as this, it was pretty solid, but that was also because I think the general pace of the game wasn't quite as fast as it is now, which is scary. But you know, when you have stuff, it's not even just Volcanion, but like, just because we played this matchup, when you have things like this that actually actively rely on this like very chunky non-EX to begin with, that can just absolutely literally steamroll your acceleration target here, and it's like, okay, now you've got to rely on the slightly less impressive part of Zygarde. It's like, when you look at how much damage this is doing, I know a lot of it is because of the steam up, but it's very similar for the count, right? Like, I'm doing the same base damage as you are with the same energy count, but you have to rely on special energy to augment it, whereas I can just go like, okay, discard 2 fires to 160. You know?
I'm going to jump through more hoops, and my attack is a 2-prizer.
Yeah. Whereas my main attacker is often this guy. Because when you power it up...
your main attacker is the baby Volcanion.
Yeah, because when you power it up,
it's a liability.
Like...
this guy's just a liability.
Yeah,
like,
which
I like that this thing in.
It's why Floatstone is going to be in future things of this. Because this won't be the last time that we see this, right? Because it is a pretty...
right now, to be honest. But...
yeah. Well, it's mostly because of having, I guess, the switch, but it's mostly because Blacksmith. It's like, if you Lysander it in, then I just go Blacksmith plus energy attach, and I just swing at you from there instead, right? So it's like, you Lysander it in, you do some damage, great. I just swing at you with a massive hit next turn instead.
Yeah, I think if you're attacking with this thing, you want Floatstone more though. So you can cheat volcanic heat more than once.
No, because as we mentioned the last time I played this off
I know we've got Ranger here as well.
Yeah,
but
we have Ranger. I know, but it's like, that's why we play the 2 Ranger. Because it's not just to get around Jolteon, which is otherwise a really big problem for the deck. Volcanic Heat's thing of you can't attack next turn is an effect of an attack, which gets removed by Pokemon Ranger. So your supporter can actually end up being another, okay, I can just swing again with this then. In addition to helping against stuff like Jolteon, which otherwise probably mauls you, but with Ranger, it's just like, alright, 1 Steam Up, Volcanic Heat kills it, right? Or 2, and Steam Artillery takes it out, like 2 Steam Up, so it's not as big of a problem. And that's another reason why we have Energy Retrieval as the main like recovery part here, because you can play this alongside Ranger as a thing. Otherwise, I get what you mean, but also if you're discarding those energy, that could just be Fisherman to get them back, or Blacksmith to put them on the next one, right? Just going, pay your free energy to retreat, Blacksmith 2 of them back, 1 single attach from hand, there you go, you've got another Volcanic Heat going. So that's also a possibility. This deck is like, it's very linear, it's very straightforward, but my god, what it does well, you know? And sometimes that's hard to stop, right? The mirror is horrendous though, because this guy hits himself for weakness. He is dual fire water, so the mirror is horrible. But you know, this is like Dark World Tears of Mirror, where it's just like you don't want to play the guy because playing the guy actively loses you the game. It's so bad, you know. But yeah, it's a pretty good deck, and even though we do lose Blacksmith, that's a heavy hit for it. There are plenty ways, and Max Elixir is going to be one of the big ones, right? There are plenty ways that we can adapt this, and it does do pretty well for a decent amount of time. It's solid. And just Volcanion in general, we didn't really mention much about the EX for other stuff, but this can be played with things like Entei as well, right? The ancient trait one. And in the future, looking to Burning Shadows format, there would be potential to play this sort of thing with likes of Ho-Oh EX that's in that set. So, oh, not EX, GX, because we're moving into Gen 7. Ho-Oh
I thought that was Cole. I thought that was...
Yeah. No. The GX, the next one that's coming out is a fire type and does quite well with the support in Burning Shadows. But being a basic, of course, Volcanion could power that up as well. So yeah, there's a lot of potential with this guy, and you probably won't see too much deviation in terms of what Pokemon get used, other than like Entei, really, because it is specifically basic fire Pokemon, so you can't play evolutions with this thing, unfortunately, and it is kind of its own package, right? It's very self-reliant, as opposed to some of the other stuff that we can see, where it's just like you have to place 3-4 different pieces otherwise in order to make it work. This is just like, I have my Volcanion, I have my Volcanion EX, that's all I need, right? Try and stop this sort of thing. And yeah, might not have...
Why did they give the bad Volcanion the full art?
Yeah, I know. It would have been so nice to have had a good art otherwise. This is a good enough art, don't get me wrong, but
it's fine, but you know,
yeah,
a good full art's always.
5-band be damned, I actually like this artwork, so, you know, I know a lot of people love to hate on 5-band graphics, but I actually really like that one, so, I mean, I guess we do get to play a Mitsuhiro Arita artwork in this deck, so clearly best deck in format, right, so, you know. But yeah, this is not the last time we would see something like this, but I thought it's best to show this one now, where it did do decently at Worlds as well, because Blacksmith is a really big difference for the deck that we just don't have going forward. So it really gives you an extra line that we just cannot play into as we move on. But it can adapt, and don't be surprised if we see more of this from one of the other two going forward. I think that's about it. I didn't build anything with like Manectric. I didn't build anything with the Crobat stuff because I did Zambats in the last set, so I didn't build anything that sort of way. I did try and build the Veltal Break with the Fortress, but I played the spread, the other spread one instead because I thought that'd be more fun and, you know, a little bit more practiced in that one. And then everything else that I wanted to play, I've kind of already done, to be honest. Like Despair Ray, Rainbow Road. We'll probably play Rainbow Road again at some point.
I need a new deck for next week now.
I mean, I could give you Typhlosion if you want. if you want a stupid meme deck, I'll give you Typhlosion free.
I mean, it's evolutions. We may as well play something stupid meme. Nothing else going for that set.
Yeah, like to be fair,
play Starmie Grenadiers.
Yeah, like to be fair.
I have this thing.
Oh, yeah,
I
you do. You do. Exactly. So you're already set for the meme tier in the other direction, but you're already set for it. Yeah, but I mean, I think that's a reasonable sort of thing for it. We've been getting quite decent length stuff out of this for the last few, just because, I mean, apart from getting back into it a bit, there's been a lot that's been worth showing off, and we've had some pretty fun games out of it, I think, too. So, yeah, that's it for 2016. On to, good lord, like, we're only 6 years away at this point, aren't we, from catching up. Uh-oh. Doesn't feel like we're quite that far in.
That far, did you?
Not really, to be honest. I thought we'd have given up before the end of Gen 3, if I'm being real. But
I was expecting Gen 5 to kill it, but...
No, Gen 5 was fun, though. Like, that was actually alright.
Yeah, I think I was fed on the people's bad reactions to it when it first came out.
I can totally understand that.
Yeah, 2012, like the 2012 Worlds was trash.
Yes.
But they pulled something out, and by the time XY came out, they figured out something on that thing that works in that general direction.
Just like Heck Junkam was the main thing with it. That just made it so bad. But yeah, no.
Heck Darkrai.
I did get.
It wasn't great either, but at least it let the format live.
At least I got to play one of the coolest decks of all time in Magnezone Darkrai. That was to this day one of like my favorites to play through. That was so cool. So like, yeah, it was a terrible format, but it gave me a really awesome deck to play. So I still had fun, and hopefully we'll have some more fun with Gen 7 coming out. New mechanic, I suppose we don't really need to switch it, but, you know, we're going to get to flip these finally. So, you know, that's going to be fun. The markers get flipped at this point. And, yeah, it's going to be neat.
I could make a state for them or something, but...
Yeah, but it's only for retro heads like us at the moment that would even need it, you know. To be fair, how many people have you got that's playing it retro? Probably like all of them.
Yeah, I'll say lots of playing. Like, I imagine
this is the free-to-play option for retro.
True.
Like this or TCG1, and TCG1 has a bit of a hole in it in Gen 4.
Yeah, and it also was like I know that some people don't necessarily like the way this looks or plays and stuff with it, but I have had the feedback off of it. It's like TCG1 is impossible to follow for like anyone really. That's not just, you know, people watching. It's hard for us to follow too. We had a really hard time when we were playing it on that like trial draft, and yeah, it wasn't great, to be honest. No offense to them or anything, it's just like somehow their interface is worse than live, so... Yeah.
Damning phrasal possible.
Somehow we have the more playable. We have the more playable modern than TCG Live as well.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oops, your prizes are all Radiant Greninja. Figure out which one they are.
Oh dear.
Oops, the game crashes when you use Safeguard.
Anyway, don't be too surprised if you see at least a couple of these ideas coming back in the future, because especially stuff like Yanmega is a very pliable like deck to go through, and I don't know. I don't think I'd have like entirely given up on the fighting stuff just yet, but it might take a few like sets, might be like into 2018 or something before we start seeing it come back again. I don't know, but. Yveltal, definitely one that's going to stick around, because that's one I didn't show this time round because couldn't end up making anything interesting with it really. But yeah, Yveltal EX is in format for ages, tops a lot of events anyway, and some old favorites will come back as well, or quote-unquote favorites. Exactly next format actually, Mega Ray is active and topped regionals, so we might have to show that one. If only because of who did it, we might have to show that one. But yeah, I'll look forward to that in the future. So for those on YouTube's side, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, when I go over probably the worst set in like 2 generations. I think it's like not before Call of Legends was probably the other one that was like the worst set ever, but this one ain't too far away, let me tell you.
Emerging powers.
Honestly, Emerging Powers did more for the game than this next set coming up, and I know it's only because of
What
like
I heard
2
is that
cards.
it's the worst set because it did more, but that's
Yeah.
just because Catcher.
Yeah, but like
Is it better or worse than base set 2?
to be fair, base set 2 was more like a help for us at the time because we needed the reprints.
Yes, we did.
It was so good though. Alright, anyway.